To awaken is more than a physical act. It is the moment the soul decides to pierce through the veil of silence. We traverse the corridors of our own history, where every shadow holds a secret waiting for the light. The weight of the world is felt in the textures we touch, connecting our present to the ancient strength of the earth. Growth is a quiet revolution, a golden force that breaks through the hardest ground to find the sun. In the vastness of the infinite, we are but whispers, yet our echoes can reshape the very stars. The truth does not shout, it waits in the ink of our intentions, ready to be revealed to the brave. The path ahead is forged in the fire of our resolve, illuminated by a light that knows no setting. Every scar is a map, every wrinkle a story of a battle won against the silence of the world. We are the sparks of a greater fire, transforming the dust of the earth into the radiance of the eternal. The true direction is never found in the maps of others, but in the internal compass of our own soul. Silence is not the absence of sound, but the presence of a clarity that the world tries to drown out. In the quiet of the dark, the noise of our ego fades, and the truth begins to speak. Thoughts are like dye in the water of our mind. Choose the colors that reflect your truest light. We are built for vastness, yet we often settle for the small corners of our own comfort. Patience is the thread that weaves our fragmented days into a tapestry of meaning. True listening does not happen in the noise, but in the decision to turn inwards and decipher the language of your own silence. The stronger the root, the deeper it grows in the dark, and the higher its branches reach for the gold. We are built not to find the center, but to understand that the journey is the very core of our existence. The history of the world is not written in grand deeds, but in the small, silent acts of truth that are too heavy for time to forget. Every cascade is an invitation, and every depth is a forge, ready to turn the weight of the water into the lightness of the light. Strength is not a gift, it is a debt paid in sweat and fire every single day of your existence. Your body is the first kingdom you must conquer. If you cannot rule your own breath, you cannot rule your fate. Every link in the chain of your discipline is a shield against the chaos that seeks to dismantle you. The heat of the forge requires the discipline of the cold. Balance is the true mark of the master. Do not pray for lighter burdens. Pray for shoulders that can withstand the weight of a gilded world. Details are the language of the diligent. Excellence is found in the things others are too tired to notice. Power is useless without direction. A mountain of stone is just a pile of rubble until it is given a purpose. Comfort is a slow poison. Only the path that burns has the power to transform you. A dull mind is a dangerous weapon. Sharpen your intent until it can cut through the thickest wall of doubt. You are the hammer, you are the anvil, and you are the flame. Forging yourself is the only work that truly matters. The shadows are not your enemy, they are the maps of everything you have yet to conquer within yourself. To see your true reflection, you must first be brave enough to look into the darkness of the water. We entangle ourselves in fears of our own making, forgetting that the weaver is the only one who can cut the thread. The monster you fear in the dark is often just the part of your potential you haven't dared to claim yet. Wisdom is not found in the light of the sun, but in the books we read by the flicker of a dying candle. Every door you are afraid to open contains a version of you that is ready to be born. The walls we build to protect ourselves eventually become the prisons we die in. Value is not determined by what you keep, but by what you are willing to lose to find the truth. The path out of the labyrinth is not a straight line, but a continuous ascent through your own shadows. To master the dark is to realize that you have always been the light. This is the secret of the gilded dark. Time is not a thief, it is a jeweler, refining your roughest edges into a masterpiece of endurance. The mountain does not fear the rain, it knows that every drop is a sculptor, shaping the greatness that remains. Roots that grow in the dark are the only reason the branches can dance in the light. Respect the seasons of your own silence. Aging is not decay, it is the slow revelation of the gold that was always hidden beneath the surface. Wait for the moment when your will and the universe become one. Haste is the weapon of the weak, patience is the shield of the king. True vision is not seeing what is there, but seeing what will become after the fire has done its work. Everything grand begins in a place where no one is looking. Do not fear being buried, you were meant to be planted. The sun does not rush to its zenith, and the moon does not hurry to its full. Why do you struggle against the rhythm of your own becoming? Tend to your fire in the long nights of the soul. The morning only belongs to those who kept the light alive when it was hardest to see. The gilded dark is the bridge between who you were and who you are destined to be. Walk it with the grace of the eternal. To hold the future, you must first have the courage to empty your hands of a past that no longer serves you. Not every throne is worth sitting on. Some crowns are merely gilded cages for a mind too afraid to fly.
Old laws must sometimes break so that new truths can be forged in the heat of the transition. Sacrifice is not a loss, it is a trade. You give up the temporary to gain the eternal. Burn the masks you wore to please the world. The gilded dark only recognizes the face you were born with.
Grief is the price of depth. Let your sorrow be the water that polishes the gold of your soul. Sometimes the world must be locked out so that the king within can finally take his place.
You cannot climb the mountain of your destiny while carrying the armor of your insecurities.
The harvest of your life requires the death of your comfort. Only what is cut down can truly be gathered. Accept the burn. The gilded dark is not for those who wish to stay cold, but for those who choose to become the fire.
You are not a solitary spark in the void. You are the latest flame in a fire that has burned since the dawn of time.
Blood remembers what the mind forgets. Listen to the resonance of those who walked the gilded path before you. They did not leave you gold to spend, they left you the forge to create your own. Honor the lineage through your labor. True temples are not built of brick, but of the convictions that survived the storms of history. The giants of your past are not behind you, they are within you, waiting for you to stand tall enough to see. A name is a sound, but a character is a seal. Ensure yours is stamped with the weight of truth. You are the culmination of 1,000 prayers and 10,000 battles. Do not live a small life.
The desert of the soul is where the weak perish and the ancestors are found. Walk until the stars recognize your name. Legacy is not what you leave for people, it is what you leave in them. Be the iron that supports their gold.
The gilded dark is the echo of eternity in the heart of the mortal. You are home. You have always been home.
The chaos was never meant to destroy you, it was the anvil upon which your soul was hammered into shape.
When you stop fighting the dark, you finally gain the power to command the light within it.
Order is not the absence of noise, but the mastery of the symphony that the storm provides. The world will try to shake you, but a mountain does not ask the wind for permission to exist.
The ultimate victory is not over others, but over the parts of yourself that believed you were small. Walk as if the earth beneath you is an extension of your own will. Because in the gilded dark, it is. Breath is the bridge between the spirit and the stone. Let yours be heavy with the scent of purpose. You have finished the forge. You have survived the dark. Now, you must lead the way for those still in the shadow.
The gilded dark is yours. Use it well.
Join the gilded dark. Seal your place among those who seek the gold within the shadow. Subscribe. Leave your mark in the stone below. Tell us, what is your truth? We will be waiting in the silence.